Hi, in today's video, we're going to look at finding the limit. First thing to remember is, the first thing you want to try when looking for a limit is always begin with plug and chug. So that basically means replacing the letter or constant with the number that you're being asked to work with. Some things to remember. This you might have to memorize depending on your course and your professor. Some professors allow you to have a cheat sheet or something, but I would probably just recommend memorizing these properties of limits. Limit of k as x approaches a is k, where k is a constant, so that's any number. It could be 5, 6, whatever. The limit of x as x approaches a will be a. The limit of x to the n power as x approaches a will be a to the n power. This one, the limit of x as x approaches a is of f of x plus or minus g of x. It's equals to the limit of f of x as x approaches a plus or minus the limit of g of x as x approaches a. So this basically means that whatever equation you have here, you can always separate them and solve them and add them or subtract them together. The limit of k times f of x as x approaches a, where k, remember, is a constant, so this equals to k times the limit of f of x as x approaches a. So this basically means that your constant, you always carry over the constant. So if you have a constant in the equation, you can always move it out and carry it with you. A couple more. The limit of f of x times g of x as x approaches a. Same thing as the add or subtract. You can separate the limits and then multiply them. Same thing with division. You separate the limits, assuming that g of x is not equal to 0. The limit of f of x to the n power as x approaches a is equals to the limit of f of x as x approaches a to the n power. And the limit of root of f of x to the n power as x approaches a, you basically do the same thing. Throw the limit inside and solve. Let's say you have the limit of x to the third power as x approaches 2. So just remember that in this case, where you have the power, this will be equals to 2 to the third power. So this gives you 8. Very simple. Let's take a look at another problem. Limit to the fourth as x approaches -2. So what this does is basically same thing, replace x with 2, you got here. And remember that every time you multiply something to the power of n, if you have an odd number, your number will remain negative. If you have a positive number, this will become positive. So this here is 16. Okay, nothing too crazy. Let's do one more. The limit of as x approaches 0, let's do 2x minus 1. Okay, from here, same thing, remember, plug and chug. So 2 times 0 minus 1, that gives us 0 minus 1, so your answer is -1. Pretty simple, right? Let's do one more like that. The limit of 3x plus 2 as x approaches, let's do -3. Same thing, replace x with the number. So here we have 3 times negative 3 plus 2. And we get 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 plus 2. So here our answer is negative 7. We can do one more, and these are basically really simple examples of how to do plug and chug in limits. Let's do this one here. The limit of x squared plus 3x as x approaches negative 3. Okay, so this equals to negative 3 squared plus 3 times negative 3. Okay, and we can put that in parentheses since it's still an equation. Here we get 9, and here we get 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, and this will give us 0. These are just some basic examples of finding the limit. If you like this video, check out our next video where we're going to do finding the limit of trigonometric functions. And don't forget to like and subscribe.